The other thing I want to quickly share with you is about our great American flag. I love the flag. I love our great American flag, and you have to love our country. And I've come up with a policy very recently about our great American flag. So recently, when Jimmy Carter died, you would have noticed that our great American flag was flying what they call half-staff or half-mast. And I looked at it and I said, I don't like that. I want to see our great American flag fly high and proud 24/7, 365. And there's a great video by President Trump. It's a speech. And in the speech, he says, have you challenged accepted wisdom? And I said to myself, I'm going to come up with this policy where if I get elected 48th President of the United States of America, I will make sure that our great American flag, forever and always, 24/7, 365, flies high and proud. I want our friends to see that. I want our enemies to see that. I want our American people to see that our flag is always flying high and proud. And look, I support showing respect as a country towards certain situations and events. I support that, but I think we need to find an alternate way to show respect to certain situations and events. The flag will always fly high and proud if I get elected 40th President of the United States of America. And now I want to make some political comments against some potential opponents who, in my opinion, will run against me in the 2028 presidential election cycle. And so let's start with a couple of Democrats, right? Who here supports Gavin Newscum or dumb as a rock Kamala? I don't see any hands going up, right? And by the way, I just want to let you know this is an interesting backdrop here for the event. But there's a lot of people here, not just me talking in front of the mic. Okay, so let's talk about Gavin Newscum, all right? So Gavin Newscum, in my opinion, is the worst governor in America. And these California last policies are completely destroying California. Businesses and people are leaving California in numbers. And Gavin Newscum supports what he calls sanctuary cities. Can you believe that? Sanctuary cities is essentially a safe haven for criminals, gangs, cartels, drug dealers, drug smugglers, and human traffickers. And he supports open borders. But here's my biggest criticism of Gavin Newscum. Have you looked at his horrific hair, Gavin Newscum's horrific hair? And the horrific hair gel that he seems to put on it. In my opinion, Gavin Newscum's horrific hair, it should be an immediate disqualifier for Gavin Newscum to be running for president or being president. And I sort of say that tongue in cheek. But I will say this, we will not allow Gavin Newscum to get anywhere near the White House because we will not allow America to be run on California last policies. We will not allow that to happen. And then let's talk about dumb as a rock Kamala. I think, how much time do I have, Wayne? A few more minutes? 1 minute, all right. Let's talk about dumb as a rock Kamala. So President Trump made a tremendous post on campaign social media a few months back. He said Kamala Harris is dumb as a rock. And I do believe Kamala Harris is dumb as a rock. A friend of mine actually said to me a few months back, he said, Gary, Kamala is an empty suit, S-U-I-T, empty suit. And that means she's an unremarkable person. I mean, just look at the word salads, right? She says a few things that she somehow manages to string together. And at the end of the few things that she somehow manages to string together, there's hardly any sense that comes out of it. You contrast that with President Donald J. Trump's tremendous wisdom, advice, encouragement, especially for young people like me through his books, videos, and interviews, especially his book, Think Big. That itself is a big difference between Kamala and President Donald J. Trump. And so, look, my direct message right now to Kamala, if she's listening in, and Gavin Newscum, is please run for president against me in 2028. I hope that you run. I hope that you're on the same ticket together on the Democrat side, so that I will have the great honor and opportunity and enjoyment of defeating the both of you. I think that will be a great thing as a President Donald J. Trump Republican. And I do want to say a few things against my Republican opponents. Do we have time for that, Wayne? We don't have time for that. All right, but I do want to say a few things against the sanctimonious and Nikki Birdbrain Haley and a few other people. But we'll leave that for the next session, right, Wayne?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave it with this. All right? I'm going to say one statement. All right, we'll do that. But I want to say one thing to close out my speech. And I do this for a lot of speeches. I'm going to say this. We are one nation under God, and in God we trust. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America, the greatest country on earth. Thank you, and let's win this. And I'm happy to take any questions you want. Open book.
I know, Coach.